The crypto prices are down, down, down right now. We can see that our big, you guys, DCR is up over 100%, even though the entire market is crashing. What in the world is going on? We see that our Bitcoin is currently down almost 10% for the week. Ethereum down 15%. This is absolutely insane. We have XRP that's down 15%. BNB that's down 70%. Solana is down 20% on right after the Solana ETF actually got approved. What in the world is happening right now, you guys? This is absolutely crazy what's happening in the world of crypto right now. You guys, let me make sure I fix my camera because my camera for some reason is just not showing right now. Let me see if I can get that up and going. What in the world is going on with my camera? There we go. I am back. Okay, now we're going to look at TA to see, is this possibly the bottom, or are we going to see prices moving up higher? Why is crypto going down? Why are we seeing the market get absolutely obliterated? Should we look to dollar cost average to buy in more, or should we just sell off our crypto because we can see that prices are getting absolutely crushed? We're going to answer all of those questions in today's live stream. So let's get started with number one. Why in the world are we seeing our crypto prices, every single crypto, getting obliterated right now? And it's very simple, you guys. It is because of liquidation. Right here, we see that over 1.3 billion dollars of crypto has been liquidated. In this post right here, we can see it says 54 billion within the last 30 minutes. Even prior to that, it says 128 million dollars of crypto long has been liquidated. And the reason why is because there has been so many people who have been trading on leverage. There's been so many people where they do revenge trade, people hitting on FOMO. Oh, I missed out, you guys. And the way we can always know to avoid liquidation, all you have to do is go right here on CoinGlass. When you go to CoinGlass, you go to the past 7 days and you will see a lot of people were trading on 100x leverage, 50x leverage. We can see that right now. And when we see this happening, that is when we know, hey, I should not trade heavily on leverage, because then you have days like this where the market gets absolutely crushed and obliterated. Look at this downward structure. Look at that. Jeez, where the market absolutely get obliterated. But I don't think this is the end of crypto. So that's what I want to let you guys know. I don't think this is the end of the bull run. I don't think this is, so I don't think this is the end of the bull run. I don't think, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's going to go down to $20,000. No, 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 no. I don't think that. And the reason why I don't think that, you guys, if we look at the Bitcoin chart very closely, how low did prices go exactly? Prices actually went down exactly to where it went previously, right? This crash right here that happened back in October, right, is exactly the same price range in which we went to before, right? Exactly the same. Primo, we are cooked. Trump robbed us. Right? It's exactly the same as before. Right now, there is one thing I do notice, right? There is some bullish factor and there is some bearish factor, right? So we're gonna dive into Bitcoin right now. We're gonna look at the big diesel, bro. Your comment made me laugh. Okay, so we're gonna look at what exactly, how low do I think prices are going to go if they continue going this low, and exactly if it makes sense to dollar cost average. Now, I want to talk about this principle because it's really important. A lot of people right now will be saying buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Now, here's what I have found to be most effective. Buy the dip when it makes sense to buy the dip. Don't buy the dip if it doesn't make sense to buy the dip. Now, this is what I mean by that. When people are like, buy the dip, buy the dip. Okay, if I bought, let's say I bought Bitcoin back here, all right? I bought Bitcoin right here. My average price is $70,000. If I bought BTC right here at $70,000, I'm not going to buy the dip right now. Why would I buy the dip? My average cost is all the way down here at 70-ish K price range. So when people are screaming on social media, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, you guys, buy the dip based on your personal average cost. It has to make sense at the price that you bought it for. Now, if you bought, let's say, at this price right here, right? If you bought, let's say, at all-time high, yeah, it makes sense to buy the dip right now. It makes sense to buy the dip. Why? Because it will lower your average cost. Instead of your average cost being all the way up here at 126K, your average cost might drop down to maybe here. Well, depending on how much you buy, obviously, right? So it puts you in a better position. So just keep in mind, whenever people are screaming at you, buy the dip, just make sure you first look, number one, does it make sense for me to buy the dip? Like, will it actually move my average cost down to a point where, hey, if prices now start moving back up, I'll make more money than before? If it doesn't, then just ignore those people. Trump said crypto was going to have the biggest blast ever. He was right, but only for him. He did say that. Well, I saw an article of Trump saying, why are we selling our Bitcoin? We should be holding it, right? So I know that was bullish, but what I think is happening right now is not so much that Trump is making the market fall, because he didn't tweet, right? We know that this last crash that happened was because Trump made that tweet about China and the US and 100% tariff, blah, blah, blah. But this downfall movement that happened right now, I don't really see him being involved in that. I think this downfall movement has more to do with liquidation and people just trading on leverage, right? And because people were trading on leverage, because people were trading on, well, 50x leverage, 100x leverage, right? What happens to the market makers? They see this and they take advantage of it, right? Kind of like this article right here, right? Where Byron Trump, right? We know that he had a 100% win rate, right? Meaning every time he bought, he made money. After 14 successful trades, so 14, so every time he bought, he made a buttload of money. He made $33 million in profit. $33 million in profit. Remember what I talked about, right? Leverage trading. I talked about being greedy. I talked about the market makers, right? The like the big exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, like they can see your orders like Kraken, like they can see like, oh, this person put this much of money, this much amount of leverage at this price. So they see, oh, if crypto prices crash below this price, you will get liquidated. You will lose your money. And because they can see that, what will they do? Well, they don't want you to walk away with all that money. So what do? Is they end up pushing prices a little bit more. And he went and he lost all of the money he made. He lost all $33 million. He lost all of his money in one single trade. Right? Now, keep in mind, we don't know 100% if it's him, right? This is just the media saying, right? Like they're just like putting his face there saying it's him. Like there is no confirmation that it is Trump's son, right? But the reason why I wanted to share this because of very important things that we can learn from this. And like I've always say it, number one, if you're new to crypto, don't trade on leverage. Do not trade on leverage. You should not be trading on leverage when you're new. Leverage is number one. Leverage was actually created for hedge funds. Like if you actually study the history of leverage, it was created to hedge against your original orders. But this is what I want to say overall for all the leverage traders. Number one, when you're new, don't trade on leverage. Just use the money you have, right? The second thing I want to explain with the whole leverage situation, just because you trade on leverage, it doesn't mean you're going to make a buttload of money. So here's a simple example. We all hear things like, this guy won the lottery. He won $10 million, $15 million. And then you hear like a year later, he had to go back to his 9 to 5 and he lost all of his money. Why is that? It's because just because you have more money, it doesn't mean you're suddenly an amazing trader. Like the money doesn't change. If you know absolutely nothing about investing and trading and you have $10 million and you know absolutely nothing about investing and trading, you have $1,000, you're still going to lose money. You still don't know anything. Versus someone who knows a lot, but they have $1,000, they'll be able to grow that. And someone who knows a lot and they have $10 million, they'll be able to grow that. So that's all it is. It's just a knowledge gap, right? So having more money doesn't suddenly make you great at that craft, right? Like it makes sense, right? Everyone gets it, right? I hope everyone understands that. All right. So now, when it comes to leverage trading, if you are gonna do on leverage, because much as I say don't trade on leverage, people will still be like, I think I can do it. I can do it. I know I can do it. This is what I would say. All right. Obviously, we're all grown adults. Do whatever you want to do, but as a warning, I would say if you are gonna do leverage, just do 1x leverage. Just do 1x. Just do 1x leverage. Like that's it. Like at least prove to yourself, right? Turn that $1,000, because most people that start within 1,000, 5,000. Turn that $1,000 to 2,000. Turn that $5,000, right? You put in, try to turn that $5,000 to 10,000. Just double your money with 1x leverage, because the market, right? These people in the background that control liquidation, they're not your friend. They're there to make money. No, I don't mean 2x. I mean trade with 1x leverage. Trade with 1x. Don't trade with 2x. And when I mean by 2x, I mean that's what your goal should be. Your goal is, can I at least double my money? So if you're starting with $1,000, can you turn your $1,000 to $2,000? Can you do that? All right. Good morning, Nana. Hope you're having a good day. Right? Can you turn your 1,000 to 2,000? Can you turn your 2,000 to 4,000? Can you turn your 5,000 to 10,000? First, prove yourself you can actually do it. And then when you do want to hop on leverage, do 1x leverage. Do 1x. Like that's it. Right? Because this happens to people who have millions of dollars. And anyone who's on this live, I know you're not trading with you have not made $33 million in profit, right? $33 million in profits. Like, so take it as you will. Take that advice, ignore that advice. But I think if you apply that, it will help you significantly in your crypto journey. That's exactly what I was saying. You should not be using leverage, but if people use leverage anyway. So, all right. So next piece of that I wanted to discuss. Oh, by the way, if you guys have crypto questions, drop all your questions below, right? Because I'm not just here to tell you guys what I think about crypto. I'm here to tell you guys, also to answer your crypto questions, right? Because we already know what the goal with crypto. The goal is to get our crypto wallet looking big, fat, and juicy. We want big, fat, juicy wallets, all right? Give me 1 second. What in the world is this? Okay. All right. So I want to talk about how low we could possibly see crypto go, right? If crypto keeps going, how low can we see it go? What is a good platform to leverage trade in Ontario? uh, uh, you shouldn't be leverage trading, Nayo. Don't leverage trade. Don't leverage trade, Nayo. Just don't leverage trade. Because if you're asking what's a good platform to leverage trade, what it means is that you haven't really been investing in trading for that long. So it typically means you're more of a beginner. And leverage trading isn't for people that are leverage trading isn't for beginners. Like you can ignore me and be like, this guy's stupid. He doesn't know anything and continue on. But I highly recommend avoid leverage trading as right now. Right? Like just try to like make a little bit of money and then lean towards leverage trading. That's so funny. You guys know I'm laughing. Like I just went on this like I went on like on a 5-minute rant talking about leverage trading. And I'm laughing because Nayo, the first thing you asked was what's a good platform to leverage? Did anyone else catch that? Or was that just me? Oh my goodness. Rose, I know you caught that. And by the way, that platform you mentioned, Max, you can't use it in Ontario. Like, not financial advice. Holding long term right now, if you do leverage, you have a time. That also why a lot of people got what? Not why is ICB coming? I'm not sure. That was funny. It was funny. It was ridiculously funny. That's why I was trying to say it and not laugh at the same time, but I couldn't. It was so funny. Like, oh my god, you guys are hilarious. Nana asks, if you don't mind me asking, what do you think about Aster Coin? I think Aster Coin can do well if CZ continues to pump it. You have to keep in mind that Aster is just like a crypto. Like, okay, so there's a crypto called Binance, right? There's crypto called Binance. Binance is created by CZ. CZ is the guy who created the trading platform of Binance, right? There's a trading platform, Binance, the number one trading platform in the world, right? So then he created a token for his platform. It's called BNB, right? Binance, right? Now, Binance, uh, there's not a lot of great crypto projects that are built on Binance, right? So picture Binance is like a pot of land, right? It's like a huge pot of land, and then you can build cryptos on that pot of land, like real estate. You can build real estate on that land. So one piece of real estate that's built on that land is called Aster, which is Aster, which should be down here somewhere. Here we go, Aster, right? Which is Aster. It's built on it. So if Binance continues to do well, or if CZ continues to pump Binance, then he'll definitely want to pump Aster, right? Which is there. So that's what I think about Aster. Aside from that, Aster looks, from a TA perspective, Aster doesn't look the best. Just be careful. I would treat it like the way I treat most cryptos, where I would buy it at key level of support, and then if I see prices pumping, then I take my profit and I'm gone. All right. So, peace, fam. What's up? What's up, some? All right. What weird song is playing in the background right now? Okay. All right. So now let's talk about. I think I spoke about how low we could possibly see the market potentially go if, and I just want to talk about that really quickly. What about AVAX? AVAX is the same thing, right? Most of these crypto projects, we just have to. AVAX is kind of like this. Binance is the biggest market manipulator. 100% right. Binance is the biggest market. Okay, so it's pretty much like this. Whoever is the largest crypto exchange in the world, they have they have more power to move prices around. Like that makes sense, right? Like whoever is the most popular crypto exchanges, because they're able to see where most people are buying because they're the number one exchanges. So kind of view it like this. I'll kind of simplify it to make it really easy. Imagine there's only, keep in mind, I'm really dumbing this down to make it like, just so it's an easy example for everyone to understand. Let's just say there's only 3 crypto exchanges in the entire world, right? So let's say in the entire world, there's only like 10 people that trade, all right? Only 10 people. And there's 3 platforms only. Let's just say 7 out of those 10 people all use Binance, right? 7 of those 10 people use Binance, meaning Binance are able to see where majority of the world are buying. They're able to see most people bought at this price. Most people took leverage at this price. So then they know, hey, because most of people bought at this price, if we push prices down to this point, this is, and everyone's liquidation level is here. As soon as we push prices below this price, boom, everyone gets liquidated. They're out of the position and everybody loses their money, right? Because they're the number one platform. With BTC, you're up 600%, and now it's only down 12 to 15%. But alts have been going down against BTC for years. Okay. What are your thoughts on Mina? Seems similar movements as Dash. Okay, first of all, Dash is crushing it right now, right? Dash is crushing it. Dash is up 55%. Oh my, this is crazy. DRC earlier on today was up 107 and 10%, right? So it's been absolutely skyrocketing. Now, before I get into all the different alts, I just want to finish talking about this because this will be an important principle. Because regardless of what crypto you're looking at, if BTC doesn't do well, that crypto is going to end up going down anyway, right? So that's why I just want everyone to pay it, to just kind of like the way you should be trading, especially if you want to make money in the short term, should be first assessing where Bitcoin most likely going to go, and then based on that, then you look at whatever crypto project you want to buy. All right. So I just want everyone to see this. The next move, right, is within this range. This range right here. Right. So this range is potentially at that 100. It's 100K BTC. This is the next range. Hang on, you guys. Let me. All right. So the next move, potentially, we can see prices move towards this range. All right. So just be aware of that. This is the next low. BTC towards 100K, and the bottom of that is towards that 98K, 97K price range. Nana said, thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Now, I think right now, if you are significantly down, not financial advice, feel free to do whatever you want. I think you can buy the dip if you're down significantly, right? I think if you're down, right? So let's say you're someone who bought here, right? You bought here, right? Or you bought here and you're down on your ADA, on your Ethereum, on your Solana, on your whatever. I think right now is typically a buy the dip opportunity. And the reason why I would say that is, and the reason why I would say that is because if you look, what is the Fed doing right now? Right? Check this out. Where is it? I think this is what I saw. I'm like, this is very interesting. Hang on. Let me pull it over for you guys because I want everyone to see this. Right? This. And I think this is what we need. I think like this is the only thing that can save the crypto market right now. Like I don't think there's nothing else that can happen that can really pump the price of crypto. I saw this article. I'm like, okay, this is bullish. It's good. Like, okay, 3 trillion BlackRock just announces to launch a Bitcoin ETF in Australia. That's good, right? We know that when we heard prices, Mara, what's up? How you doing? We know that when we heard, hey, we're gonna have a Bitcoin ETF, that was really bullish for crypto, right? We saw prices pump out when we started hearing those news. Oh, we're gonna have an Ethereum ETF. We saw prices of Ethereum pumping a little bit, right? So the fact that they're launching an ETF in Australia tells me a few things. Number one, I think BlackRock is going to try to establish Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana ETFs in all major countries in which they have a presence. I think that's what's going to happen. Now, is that good? Yeah, that's good. But I don't think it's bullish enough to really skyrocket the price, right? What I think needs to happen for us to really see the prices pump is this. I think this is what we really have to see. Fed prints 7.7 billion today. We need to see the Fed start printing more money, aka we need to see quantitative easing. And I've spoken about this so many times. And I think once we start seeing this lit house, let's go, Nathan. So what's up, my brother? So I think once we start seeing this, that's what we're gonna need to see the market really pump higher. So I think right now it's time to keep a very close eye. Thank you for the gift. You're lagging. I'm lagging? Why in the world am I lagging? Okay, hang on. Let me try to fix the lag. Let me try to fix the lag, you guys. Uh, let me close that. Why am I lagging? That's so weird. Can you guys hear me well now? Is everything good? Or is it still lagging? Let me know. Let me know what's going on, you guys. If I'm good or if I'm still lagging. Okay, or if I can keep on going. All right, so I think that's what we have to keep an eye on. I think this will determine if the market pumps or if the bull market is over. This is it. I think this is what it's all going to come down to. If we're going to see prices run up or if the bull market is over. So thank you for the rolls, Lee Brain. I mean, left brain. What about XRP? What's your question about XRP? What's your question about XRP? XRP? Not on my end. Okay, good. Nice. Good to know. It's working good. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the response. I talked quite a bit about XRP. I don't like XRP under $3, and XRP is gonna struggle a lot until it gets above $3. XRP under $3 has such a long way to go. Like under $3, XRP has a long way to go. But if it can get above, Hakuna Matata, A-OK, we're good. So those are my thoughts with XRP. Let's go look at Ethereum. I'll look at Ethereum for you guys. And then and I just want to say this also, right? Because everyone's panicking. You guys, money in crypto isn't made when prices goes down. That's when we all panic. People, oh my gosh, prices are going down. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness, what's going on, you guys? And then when prices are skyrocketing, people are like, oh, prices are going up. I should have bought. I wish it went down. Oh my God, when is it going to go down? I wish it could go back down so I can buy. And then it goes down, and then people are like, oh no, it's going down. It's like, bro, during these downtrend, that's the time where you should buy the dips. During these downtrend, that's the time you got to be confident and be like, I'm getting in. I'm getting in, right? And until you start buying during these strong dips, right? It's like you might make a little bit of money, but the amount of funds you guys probably want to make, all of you guys that are on this live stream, it won't be that much, right? So get comfortable with buying these dips. Pardon, Breezy. Is there a potential rise in XRP for a long term? XRP to hold for a long term run? Is XRP going to dump? All right. Okay, let's talk about XRP because a lot of you guys have questions about XRP, and I got you guys. Okay, so XRP is not really looking the greatest. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys know. It's not looking the greatest. And the reason why XRP is not looking the greatest is because XRP went below its major level of support, right? Like we can see every time XRP hit this range, it typically ran back up, right? Hit the bottom of here, ran back up. But now, instead of hitting here the way it did previously right there and right there, and then running back up, this is actually 2 point of contact. So 1, 2, 3, ran up. Here, it actually broke below. So this was it was double layer support, right? This one, boom, right? And then this downwards one right here. So you can see that it broke below it. So then what happens is 2 scenarios right now at XRP. Scenario number 1, XRP is going to create a new level of support somewhere here, right? Somewhere there's going to create some new level of support. I don't know exactly where that's going to be. Or that's scenario number 1. Scenario number 2, you might see XRP run down towards this major level of support. Because if you scroll out, you can see whenever XRP hit this range, it typically bounced up. You see all these point of contacts? Touch right here, got close, those two ranges, boom, this was the lowest, and then prices ran up, even got low here, right? So it may establish a new level of support anywhere within this range. And we can't tell, we just have to see the way prices plays out. And the next major level is down here, right? And you guys can see it because every time it hit down here, we saw XRP run towards the upside. Did it right here, did it right here, did it right here, right? 3 times in a row, and then continued on. So if I'm in XRP right now, right, you just be aware. If it drops here, it's going to be a major problem. And until it gets above $3, right, it's typically not looking the greatest. So if you want to trade XRP, you can trade it all day in this range. You can trade it all day in this range, make your profit, secure the bag. So that's how I would play XRP. Now, there are some of you guys, and I know people even in my community, where some of you guys bought XRP a while ago. Like, you guys have XRP at 30 cents, at 40 cents. So you're up exponentially. I hope you're staking some of that XRP to make up for these downfalls so that you're getting free XRP. So you guys are good. But even with you guys, I would say, like, take profit. Like, there's nothing wrong with taking profit. Like, you never lose money when you take profit. Right? Never lose money if you take profit. If you're like, no, I'm never going to sell my XRP. Okay, you can do that. But one thing I highly recommend is have your short-term portfolio and then have your long-term portfolio. Meaning certain crypto project where you buy and sell, right, to make money in the short term, and then other crypto where you hold for the long term. That way you're playing both sides of the game. Allows you to make as much profit as possible. Right? Yeah, you can buy Bitcoin and Ethereum for sure. Like, I think everyone should be buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I don't think there's nothing wrong with. Whoa, I'm tired. I don't think there's nothing wrong with wanting to buy some of the other crypto projects. I don't think there's nothing wrong wanting to buy Solana, right? Like, Solana just launched an ETF, and it did $70 million a day that it launched. So, like, you can just stick to Bitcoin and Ethereum for sure. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with exposing yourself to other crypto projects. And I think the way you maximize to get your crypto wallet as fat, juicy as possible is by focusing on short term and also midterm. If you play both sides of the game, right? Kind of like in real life. We all have a savings account, right? We all have money for when we're grandmas and grandpas, right? When we're old and wrinkly. At the same time, Goku eating that senzu bean. Did I say that? Because you put the quotes on it, right? And at the same time, what's it called? Yeah, so like all of us, we have money that we use to for when we're grandmas and grandpas, 90 years old. And then at the same time, we have money that we need to pay our mortgages at the end of the month, right? Or pay your rent or whatever, right? So that's why I think it's good to play both sides of the game. Now, if I'm brand new, the crypto project I would actually say you guys should focus on. Who here, a question, who here has been in crypto for over 2 years? Who here has been in crypto for over 2 years? 2 years. You've been doing this for 2 years. If I started with $1,000, I split it up. If I start with $1,000, should you split? Yeah, you can definitely split up $1,000. What are you trying to do? Are you like investing? So if I have $1,000, call me. If all I have is 1,000 and I'm not wanting to put any more money in, and your goal is investing, I would just take that $1,000 and I just buy on red days. So every time I see majority of the market is red like this, I just keep buying little by little. Like that's it. Maybe put 100, price goes right. Put another 100, price goes right. Put another 100, right, little by little. But if your goal is trading, hey, I want to make money in the short term, then I look at it completely different. Right, Matt, bro, go. Let's go. Kita's done. Kita's done, Matt. Kita's done. Uh, is BTC too high to invest into? No, I don't think BTC is too high to invest into. Right? I don't think it is. And it also depends what you like. I think right now you can get in for a short term and you can get in for a long term. Oh, trying to invest. Yeah, so if you're trying to invest, you can do what I said. If you're focused more on the investing, that's how you can play the game. Hmm. But yeah, keep in mind, you guys, like, don't don't FOMO, don't panic. Did anyone? I have a question. Did anyone sell their crypto today? Did anyone sell their crypto? They're like, oh no, prices are dropping. I'm gonna sell. Okay, good. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, like, but keep in mind if you're investing in $1,000, I don't think the best way to invest $1,000 is to put in $1,000 and then put in nothing at all. Right? I think if you're gonna put in $1,000 as a baseline to start with, okay, that's good. But then from there you should be building. And what I mean by building, meaning you should slowly be allocating more and more and more and more. Now, allocating more does not mean you're putting in so much, which it makes you feel uncomfortable. So let's say you have 10,000 in your bank account. It doesn't mean putting in like all 8,000 because that's all the money you have. No, it doesn't mean that. It can mean as simple as, oh, I take $100 from every paycheck I get and dollar cost averaging in the market. You invest like that. I know it sounds boring, but it'll pay off. It'll pay off, especially like, and this is just facts. You can pick any crypto, well, any good crypto, and just look at that and it'll work out. I bought more. Hey, good work. Good work. Way back then, I got scared and sell everything. I'm literally starting over. Mm. Click the link in the bio. Call me. You shouldn't. You should click the link in the bio for the crypto class. I think that would help you. Yeah, click the link because you shouldn't. You got the worst time to sell your crypto is when prices are crashing because even if prices crash, they always bounce. Like, even if prices crash, they always bounce. Look at this crash. We were all panicking. What happened? Ding! Bounce towards the upside. Oh, another crash. Oh, look what happened. Ding! Bounce to the upside. Oh, look, it's crashing again. Ding! Another bounce to the upside. Oh, look, it crashed all the way down here. Ding! Bounce to the upside. Oh, it crashed again. Well, ding is probably going to bounce back towards the upside, right? So that's why I always say the worst time to sell is when prices are crashing. Even if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm losing so much money. You guys, you're going to lose less if you sell on the bounce. Go like this is look like look it for yourself, you guys. I'm not making this up. Every time we see some type of crazy crash, ding, prices bounce. So you panic and then you end up selling all the way down here, right? Versus if you just waited a little bit, it bounced back up. Yes, you still lost because you might have bought in back here if you bought at the worst price possible, all time high. But guess what? Instead of losing like all your money, right, or 90% of all your money, guess what? Now you lost significantly less, right? So instead of losing, I say $1,000, you sold here, you only lost, let's say $200, right? So just keep that in mind. The faster prices drops down, then it increases the likelihood of having a bounce towards the upside, right? So that's why I say we don't sell on red days. We sell on green days. We sell on green days. Buy on red, sell on green. Simple concept, easy to understand, but a lot of people don't do it because our emotions. We gotta govern those emotions. When it comes to crypto, not always our friend, right? Yeah, we're at 102K. We dropping. We hit 102K. I think we bounced back up. Like I said, you guys, we might even go down to that 100K price range, right? Angel Money said true. Why would you do that? Okay, call me. Attend the training. Attend the training. You shouldn't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so what you're doing is you're over diluting your money to the point where it's not worth it to invest. I'll explain what I mean. Just so everyone can learn this. You're over diluting your money. When you said invest, I didn't think you meant taking your $1,000 and putting it into 10 different cryptos, right? Like you're over diluting. So it's kind of like this. You have to, okay, the only purpose of dividing your money into multiple different crypto project diversification is to protect your money. What? Should you do that when you're investing buy and red says sell on green days, or just hold? I don't really understand what you're saying. You have to rephrase that. I don't understand what you mean by that. Okay, so when it comes to diversifying your crypto, you guys, like when you have like 1,000, 2,000, you can't buy too many different crypto projects because it might not make sense because you may not be making that much money, right? So if you have $1,000 and you buy 20 different cryptos, then what happens is you're only putting in $50 in every crypto, right? Like, so now you think about it. Let's say one of those cryptos does a 2x. Are your $50 turned into $100? All right, let's say another one does another 2x. All right, your $50 turned into 100. Let's say 3 of them end up bombing. They fail. They do terrible. All right, let's say another one does like goes up 50%. Like it's not like you'll make so little, right? It's not worth it. So with $1,000, you don't want to over diversify yourself. You don't want to be buying a bunch of different cryptos, right? Now, the more money you have, the more you can diversify. Let's say you have like 10K. Yeah, you can technically buy like 6 different cryptos with 10K, right? You're putting in what, 1,800 per crypto or something? That makes sense. So just be careful when you're buying a bunch of different crypto projects. You're not putting in so little in them so that when prices do run up, it's like you don't even feel it. Oh, buy when it's red and sell when it's green, if that applies to investing. Uh, yeah, it does. But with investing, you're holding for a really long time, right? You have to keep in mind. Because investing isn't 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months. You'll buy now, let's say today on a Wednesday, November, and you might sell it next year, November, right? So you're holding it for a very long time. Overall, when it comes to buying, the reason why I say buy on red days is because you're buying at a cheaper price and sell on a green day because you're selling when prices are pumping, when prices are moving up. So you're selling at the highest price or at a higher price, right, to make you as much profit as possible. Man, I am so exhausted, you guys. I woke up at 5 today, and as a beginner, Where do I find the best trades? Um, by looking at which crypto project are at a key level of support, right? So it's kind of like this. Let's pick a crypto. Let's pick a crypto. Let's pick BNB. BNB is pumping up way too much. You want a crypto that's a little bit more volatile. Okay. Okay. So it's not so much as a beginner, where do I find the best trades? Okay. So finding the best trades, before you're able to do that, is by number one, just being able to read the crypto chart. Because if you're able to read the crypto chart, then you know, oh, this is a good price to buy or this is a bad price to buy. Because the crypto chart tells you, hey, when price hits this range, it's most likely to run up, right? So if you want to trade, look how the crypto, look at this. We can all see this right now. Prices hit this range, boom, massive run towards the upside. Then prices came back, boom, hit this range, hit here, ran back up. Came back, hit this range, ran back up. Came back, hit this range, then ran back up. Came back, hit this range, and then we started run back up. So when it comes to finding the best crypto project to trade, it's not like, oh, this crypto is the best to trade. This crypto is the best to trade. It's not so much like that. It's more just look at the crypto and see, do all these cryptos have clear level of support? Like every time it hit here, it bounces up. Every time it hits here, it bounces up. And then once you see that, then those are the ones you want to take the trade. Does that make sense? Or does that not make sense? Let me know if that makes sense or if it doesn't make sense. I hope it does make sense. All right, you're not answering, so I assume it doesn't really make much sense. All right, BS, oh, B, what? I can't even read your name. All right. Well, I got some likes, so I'm assuming that did make sense to you guys. Okay. Oh, man, I am exhausted. I want to take. All right. So, next thing on the list, bro, that thing did not work. What thing did not work? That makes sense. Good. It doesn't make sense. I'm happy. So then the other way you do it is, because sometimes support gets broken, right? This is why I say the most important thing in crypto is risk management, because you cannot make money 100% of the time. Anyone who says I make money 100% of the time, it doesn't work. Like, but the thing you got me did not work. Well, okay. So this is where the risk management comes in, right? Like I just said, we find support, we buy a support, and then we see prices bounce up. So then what do you do if it breaks below it? Oh no, it broke below it. What do I do? Is it the end of the world? No. What you do is, as soon as you see it breaks below it, you sell your crypto. You sell. So I bought $1,000, prices ran up. Okay. I bought here, price ran up. I bought here, prices ran up. I bought here, price ran up. If you keep seeing price running up and then getting rejected, runs up, gets rejected, number one, you gotta sell. Okay. You should know to sell. You should know to take profit. All right. Okay. So now let's say you bought, but for some reason you didn't sell and then prices start moving down. Where most people mess up is that they never sell. They're like, I'm gonna hold on forever. I'm gonna hold my crypto forever. Well, then it gets lower, 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 and lower, right? If you put in $1,000 and I see prices dropping, now my $1,000 is 900. I'm selling. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm taking my profit. And I'm going to wait until I see the crypto hit another level, which every time it hits this level, it typically bounces up until. And once it hits that major level, then I buy back in and I wait for it to bounce up. Where people mess up is they buy, prices breaks, it breaks the support level. So it breaks the level it was bounces off, and they never sell. And they just keep holding it forever, holding it forever, and holding it forever, right? So don't make that mistake. Support will always be broken sooner or later. Resistance will always be broken sooner or later, right? So that's the game. It will always be broken. Look at it right here. Here's a clean chart so everyone can see. Right? We can see this. This is very straightforward. This is the exact same thing, but very straightforward for everyone can see. Okay? Right here, you see prices drop. It hit this range. Well, it hit all the way down here. Let's make this, I want to make this as realistic as possible. All right. Right now, I'm in crypto. Let's say I see price, this huge red candlestick. Drop down here. Note it. I note this price. I lock in this price. Boom. And then what happened? Prices came here, then bounced up. I'm like, oh, I note it. Prices comes here again, then bounce up. I locked in this range. I locked in this range. By the third time, if you miss this, you're being lazy. You're being lazy. You're not paying attention. You don't even have to be on the computer. You can set an alert and it'll come right to your phone like a text message. Ding! A text message be like, oh, what's going on? Prices are dropping. If it hits here, this is when you can now buy. And then it runs back up. Oh, how do I know to sell? Well, this is how we know we should sell, you guys. We draw this line. We see, oh, what happened last time prices hit this range? It hit here. Boom, got rejected. Hit here, came down. Hit here, came down. Hit here, came down. So I know next time it comes here, because it keeps getting rejected, I gotta sell at this price. I gotta sell, right? But then here, oh no, it went below. Then we sell right away. We sell, we take a small L, we reposition ourselves to buy back in, because every time prices get crushed down, it has some type of bounce toward the upside. This is what we call short-term profit. Like, this is the trading aspect of it. Investing is different. Investing, every time you just see a massive red day, you just buy, right? And if you zoom out through investing, you know every time you see massive red days, you just buy. Massive red days, you just buy. Over time, it's always gonna run back up and you're gonna make your money. But the investing aspect only applies to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB, and Tron. That only applies to those 5, right? So that's it, you guys. Like, it's not that challenging. Like, anyone can learn this. Anyone can crush it. Make their first $1,000 or $10,000, 100,000, whatever your goal is. Everyone can learn this and do it. Everyone can. 100% on solid project, you DCA. But remember, DCA at important levels, not at random levels, not at random prices, at key levels of reversal, at key levels of accumulation, at key levels of support, right? That's how the game is really played if you want to maximize it for investing. DCA means dollar cost average. So what a dollar cost average is, let's say I buy this remote for let's say I buy this remote for $10, right? I bought it for $10 and my plan is to sell it, right? And then the remote goes on sale again, but instead of it being $10, now it's on sale for $1. Oh my gosh, it's on sale for $1. So now I buy another one of this, right? Now, because I bought it for $1 and I bought it for $10, my average price is $5. Now, that's called dollar cost averaging. I buy it at different prices. I bought it at $10 and I bought it again at $1, meaning my average price is $5. So that means if I were to sell my remotes, right, at $15, right, then I made an average of $10, because if I add the two prices I bought them at equals $5, is what I paid on average for each remote. Sell them at $15. I made $10 profit. I hope that makes sense for everyone. But that's pretty much dollar cost average. You're buying at different prices. So I bought here, then I bought here. So instead of my average price being here, now my new average price is here. All right, I bought again here. Instead of my average price being here at this price range, now the average price I bought it for is down here. So now when prices run up here, I already broke even. Now prices ran back here at the first time I ever bought it, I'm already in the profit. All of this price range, this distance right here is money. So I'm up on my investment. I hope that makes sense. So you only put money into lower price crypto. The price of the crypto. What? When you mean lower price crypto, you mean like you don't put money into, for example, this crypto is $337. And then this crypto is $16. Is that what you mean by lower price cryptos? That you don't put your money in the higher price, put it in the lower price? Well, yeah. Your average price would be $5.50. Okay, as long as you understand the concept. I was trying to teach you the concept of dollar cost averaging and how it works. Oh, sorry. There's two different people speaking. But that's it. Like, that's ideally how it works. Uh, Go ahead, drop your question. Put your question anytime. Put your question, Nathan. Put your question about it anytime in the community. I did TA on it, talking about what was a good price to potentially buy it in, because I'm pretty sure you got in the community after we already bought it. Uh, but I so pretty much like don't get in until it hits the key level of support. Don't get in unless it hits a peak key level of support. Uh, I don't care about the price of the crypto, right? Like I don't care. So this is what I mean by I don't care about the price of crypto. Okay, so there's something in crypto called the psychology of trading and investing, right? A lot of people don't talk about it because it's not content that gets a lot of views. But if you take the time to learn this, you'll make a lot more money. So when I look at these crypto projects, right? Let's just look at the top 5 cryptos. One, two. Okay, we'll get rid of this, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I look at these 5, I know everyone that's new to crypto will instantly be attracted to XRP. Now, why would everyone that's new be attracted to XRP, right? This is trader psychology. And the reason why is because when they see XRP, they'll be like, oh my gosh, it's so cheap. Look at it. It's only $2.25. Where in reality, when you look at the price of Solana, it is a lot more. But Solana has a smaller market cap, meaning if you have $1,000, Solana, right, because it has a smaller market cap, will probably pump harder than XRP because XRP has a larger market cap. But psychology of trading, remember, we're going back to that. When people think about their $1,000, they're like, man, with $1,000, I can get so much XRP versus Solana with $1,000. I'll only have like 8 something Solana, right? Like 8 point something versus I would have way more XRP. So when you look at crypto, a lot of people will lean towards the smaller number because they'll see like, oh, I have more, which doesn't, like, I understand why people think that, right? But in reality, like, you shouldn't look at this number. Like, this number shouldn't determine if you buy your crypto or not. The number that's more significant than this number is this number. This number right here should matter more because this number predicts better how much you can make with prices moving up. Like this is what you should focus on, not this number, not this. Is it better to? Yeah. So I just covered that. I just answered that question. So remember this: the higher the crypto is on this list, typically the when it pumps up, the less it will pump up. So the higher it is on this list, the less it will pump up. Now, with that also, we have to note when crypto goes down, the higher on this list, the less it goes down. So keep in mind, the less it goes. That's why it's a balancing game, right? You want to have some of these big hitters. So when crypto goes down, your portfolio doesn't get crushed. But you also want to have some of those smaller cryptos so that when crypto does go up, you can see like, oh man, like I made a good amount of profit, right? So you gotta play the game. It's a balancing game. It's kind of like your body, right? We all know we can't be eating junk food every single day, or else we all get really, really fat and we get unhealthy and cardiac arrest. No one wants that, okay? But every once in a while, that Chick-fil-A's looking delicious, that spicy deluxe with the lemonade. Whew! Shout out to the Chick-fil-A spicy deluxe with the lemonade. Dangerous. Dangerous. Anyone here get it with the Oreo? With the Oreo shake? With the cookies and cream? With the Polynesian sauce? With the Chick-fil-A sauce? Stop it. Jeez. I remember first time I had Chick-fil-A was when I went to LA. Bro, you guys. First time I had Chick-fil-A, bro, I fell in love with it. I'm just like, what is this? Because I went down to Vegas to visit my family, right? Keep in mind, I live in Canada, right? I went down to Vegas to visit my family. My family like, oh, you gotta try like Chick-fil-A. We think you'll like it, whatever. I didn't even say we think we'll like it. I think they were just like getting it. They're like, yeah, try it, you'll like it. I got it. I'm like, oh, this is fire. I'm like, this is fire. So then I ended up going to Cali, right? And I was feeling on this Chick fil A so much. I had it for breakfast, I had it for lunch, and for dinner. My goodness. Keep in mind, Chick fil A ain't healthy. Not healthy, but geez, that Chick fil A is crazy. Um, what was the question that you asked about Preddy? If you asked about Preddy, I said just put it in the community and I will definitely get back to you. So any question you ask, especially if I see it's in the question tab, I'll always respond. That's what I've been saying, bro. I've been saying QT's ending in December. Hopefully, can climb higher. And this is like what I think. QT's gonna end, and you guys have QT's gonna end. The Federal Reserve is gonna start implementing quantitative easing, and the market is gonna skyrocket. And I think everyone who is taking the time to dollar cost average to buy these dips, right? Especially if you bought at a bad time to lower their average cost, we're all gonna be laughing. We're all gonna be laughing. QT is going to end, and I just showed it. I was talking about this earlier on, right? Look at this. The Federal Reserve printed out $7.75 billion, right? I think just during the weekend they printed out 50 billion. In the weekend they printed out 50 billion, right? Like QT's ending, QE's coming. And I know people that are new to crypto don't really understand QT and QE and how it affects the crypto market. But just know this, it's really good for crypto. It's good. Uh, it's really good for crypto. Yeah, so I think we can see those price ranges. I don't know if it'll happen in December though. Like I definitely think in December we're gonna really start seeing the ending of QT, even the beginning of QE in December. But I don't know how much is going to push the price up. It's going to push the price up. That's not a question. 110% is pushing the price up, right? Historically, we see what QE does to the price of crypto in the crypto market. But I just don't know how high it's going to push it up in the month of December, right? So we don't know. Now, I think I think 2026 is going to be a really good, like, it just seems to be very bullish, right? Because we know that QE just got implemented in December. Now we're reaching January. We know January is America's 250th anniversary, right? That's going to be like a celebration, very patriotic time. Trump, like, he's a very patriotic man. We know it's also FIFA World Cup. Like, FIFA is going to be in America, right? Like, a lot of hype behind that. So, like, and during that time, we're also seeing BlackRock starting to make moves. We're just launching our new ETFs that are just coming out. So I think I think December is gonna be a good month, and I think January may possibly be a good month. But here's the things that January is a little bit too far out to say like exactly what's gonna happen. So when people are like, "Oh, crypto's gonna run up and it's gonna end in August of 2026," it's like, bro, like you don't know that. Like so many things can happen between now and then, right? The market was at all-time high. Trump made a tweet, and we saw the market crash like crazy. So you can't predict what's gonna happen in the next 7 months. Like talking about what's gonna happen maybe within the next few weeks. Like yeah, we can talk about what's gonna happen in December because we can see like all the things that are happening. We have dates of like Federal Reserve interest rate cuts. Dates, yeah. But when people start talking about like 6 months from now, 7, 8 months from now, take that with a grain of salt. Like just be careful when people on social media say, "Oh yeah, crypto's gonna end on this date." It's like you can't predict that. There's too many variables that can move the market in any directions. So yeah. Thank you for all the likes that are coming in. I see you guys are giving me a lot of likes and I appreciate that. Told you 90K. I have no idea when you told me 90K. And Bitcoin's not at 90K. What in the world are you talking about? Bitcoin's going down, but Bitcoin's not at 90K. I know maybe you're seeing in a different currency. I'm looking at it in USDT. Bitcoin's at 104K. Um, yo, Ray, low key, you're right. Low key, you're right, Ray. You're right. But it's good to keep your eye on the news, though. It's good. It's good to keep your eye on the news, right? uh, you think a Christmas rally? Oh yeah, for sure. I think this year we may have a Christmas rally. If there's any year we have a Christmas rally, it's going to be this year. Now, keep in mind, you guys, historically, we never have a Christmas rally. Like we never like December historically isn't the month that's popping for crypto, right? If you look at when the crypto market maxes out, it's always in like October or November. That's when it maxes out. This is the only year where I'm like, okay, we can see a nice pump in December. This is the only year. And the only reason why I say that, and the only ARC advertising, what's up, what's up, what's up, man? It's been a while. It's good to see you on the live stream. And the only reason why I say in December we may see a nice rally is because of this, right? Because of this, and this relates to this, and this relates to this, right? This is why. This is why I'm like December might be really good because of these two things. Not these two. Well, you can actually even include this in it, but mainly because of this and this, this and this. Um, he says it's going down to 90K. So you think BTC is going down to 90K? I think I don't think so. I could be complete. We like okay. I'm like if I had to choose between Bitcoin going down towards 90K and Bitcoin bouncing back up to maybe like 110K, right? Because kind of we're kind of in the middle. right? Like if I had to make a bet right now, like, oh, are we gonna go to 90K flat, or are we probably gonna go up to 110K, like the middle ground? I would lean more towards Bitcoin bouncing up to 110K before it goes crashes down to 90K. And the reason why I would bet that is just because if you look at the market, 90K is down here, right? Number one, 90K is down here. So what that means is Bitcoin has to go through this, all of these buyers, right? This area right here. When people see Bitcoin instantly below 90K, so at like 99K, 97K, people are going to want to buy. People are going to be like, dang, prices are so low. What's up, Mooney? Thank you for the heart. People are going to be like, dang, this is so cheap. Oh my gosh. Like they're going to buy, right? Because we already know the 100K price range is just that like it's a psychology level where people are like, oh my gosh, it's so cheap. 100K odds back below 100K, it's at 99, 97, 96. Let me buy. Like institutions might start buying. Michael Saylor might start buying, right? Like there'll be a lot of buying pressure as soon as we crack 100K. So it'll be really hard for it to get back towards that 90K. Where's 90K? Never mind. 90K is all the way down here, brother. When you said 90K, 90K is down here. Yeah, 90K is down here. So like, I think we're more likely to bounce up before like we go all the way down here. Like, I think we might see a decent bounce towards the upside before we drop all the way down another $10,000. But that's just my thoughts, right? No, do whatever you think is best. It's your money. 100%, right? Long-term BTC always wins. That's why I let you guys, like, okay, I can't say I would bet everything. Actually, I would bet everything. If you're someone where you don't have a lot of time to allocate towards winning in crypto, you don't have a lot of time towards crushing in crypto, you don't have a lot of time towards mastering this crypto, all I would say is look at Bitcoin, look at Solana, right? Look at Ethereum. Yeah, you can take a peek at Ethereum and just dollar cost average, because the data tells us, and I've said this again and again, and I'm always going to tell it for the rest of my life. The data tells us no matter when you bought these crypto, honestly, like no matter when you bought this crypto, crash, ran back up, crash, ran back up, crash, ran back up. Whenever you bought those cryptos, they always end up running back up. Like I believe, because right now we're worried about this. I will say this. I believe one day we're gonna wake up. You're gonna turn on your TikTok, your Instagram, your social media. You're gonna look at the news, and it's gonna say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin has officially hit $1 million." I truly believe that. I truly believe one day you're gonna wake up. You're gonna turn on your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube, the news, and you're gonna see, and it's gonna say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin has just hit $1 million." It's gonna happen. You guys, there were people that were gonna say Bitcoin was never ever gonna hit 100K. There were people that said Bitcoin was never gonna hit 100K. And I'm not to be people. I'm talking about there were people that said it's never gonna hit 100K, never. There were people that said Bitcoin was never gonna hit $1,000. $1,000? Never. It's never gonna hit $1,000. Right? When Bitcoin did this crash from 20K all the way down to $3,000, people were like, haha, you see $3,000, it's over. It's over. There used to be conferences, right? Back in the days, there used to be conferences where they were giving out Bitcoin. People, you want 5 Bitcoin? You want 10 Bitcoins? You want 20 Bitcoins? There are 30 Bitcoin for you, 50. There used to be gaming competition, or there used to be competitions. And at the end of the competition, all right, the winner gets 200 Bitcoin. Third place gets 100 Bitcoin. Fourth place gets 50 Bitcoins, whatever it is. Like that used to happen. People didn't believe in this. And even till this day, I still speak to some people. They're like, oh, crypto's a bubble. It's like, what's it going to take for you? It hit $1,000. It hit 10K. It hit 50K. It hit 100K. Wall Street's buying it. Banks are buying it. Countries are buying it. Like, right? What? When it hits $10 million and then you're gonna realize it, bro. By then it's too late for you. Like it's too late, right? Bitcoin crashed to 15K. 15K. If your life is on the line, you can save up for I don't know how long and scrape up 15K. Bitcoin's going to crash. Yes, 100% is going to crash because it always crashes, right? It goes up, it goes up, it comes down. It goes up, it comes down. It goes up, it comes down. So it's always going to crash. So I truly believe if you're someone, you consider yourself a lazy person, you're like, I don't have time to learn this, just save up your money and dollar cost average into red days because one day when we're gonna go to see this number and this number isn't gonna say 104, this number is gonna say 1 million. It's gonna say 1M, 1 million. And I think it's gonna be like the easiest 10x, the easiest 10x. I have different theories in regard to what's gonna happen. I think what's and then after I think what's gonna happen is I'll share my theory. I think what's gonna happen is the people, Nana, yes, and in euros it's gonna be 90. Nana said yes, in euros gonna be 90. Yo, euros is expensive. Like, like euros is not cheap. Like when I look at euro, I'm like, dang, that euro is strong. Like that euro is strong. But okay, so I truly believe that what's gonna happen is like, okay, I'll say this. I think everyone should be doing everything within their powers to try to get Bitcoin. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but there's even credit cards where instead of like, you see how you can have credit cards where it's like, oh, you buy your groceries and you fill up on your gas for your car and they give you like points or they give you like money back, like 50 cents for every, like, I don't know, like $1,000 you spend or something, right? There's credit cards like that for Bitcoin where like when you spend, ding, 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 you make crypto. They pay you out in Bitcoin. And I think what's going to happen is because Bitcoin is a finite, right? There's only certain amount of Bitcoin. Like there's not like an unlimited amount of Bitcoin, right? So if we see here, we know that the maximum amount of Bitcoin that we will ever have in the entire world is 21 million. Now we know there's already $19 million Bitcoin in circulation. Like that's what we have in circulation. So we won't have any more than 21 million. We only have 2 more million Bitcoin left and then it's over. I think what's going to happen is for those people who are accumulating BTC and some of these key crypto projects is we're going to reach a point now where we can lend out our Bitcoin. The way businesses go to the bank and the way people go to the bank to like borrow money, right? We're going to be able to lend out our Bitcoin. We already do it now on exchanges. Why do you think exchanges pay you so much money, right? Exchange pay us money because they take our money and they lend it out and then they make money, right? Letting people use it for leverage trading, right? How do you think exchanges pay people out? When you go, you like they're like, oh, get this reward for keeping your crypto here. Yes, because other people are borrowing it to make trades and investments, right? And then they're paying you the interest. Same with the bank. How's the bank able to pay us money by having our money in the bank? Well, because John, who has his, I don't know, his business going to the bank and needs to borrow money. So they take our money and they give it to John and they charge John 50% and they pay us like 0.5%, right? So I think sooner or later, and it's going to cost, sooner or later for those that accumulate it, you'll be able to let people borrow your Bitcoin and you'll be able to build interest on it. Man, if this, I literally think this is the great wealth transfer opportunity. Like this generation, like this is the opportunity. If you want to add an extra zero to your network, but as time goes on, like just a simple strategy, DCA when prices are red. I truly believe that. Hola, what's up? What's up? What's up? Coinbase has a Bitcoin reward program credit card. Yep, Coinbase does have it. There's a bunch. Coinbase has it. Gemini has it. Crypto.com has it. There's a lot of platforms that have it. So like it's free money. You're gonna buy groceries anyway. You're gonna get gas anyway. You're gonna go on vacation anyway. So why not make some crypto instead of, oh, okay, at the end of the year I made $2,000 with my credit card. Like, eh, okay. Would you rather get 2K of BTC, an asset that goes up in value, instead of fiat where they print it like that holds no significant value? Just my little rant. Just my little rant. Okay. All right. I'm done ranting. I'm done ranting. ICP. What about ICP? Bro, what are you saying on my live stream? Viral clip. Stop with that nonsense, bro. You keep coming on my live stream and saying that. If people like your content, they will subscribe to you. Check ICP. Did you have a specific question about ICP? Like, did you have a question about it? You just want to look at it? You just. What's your question about ICP? ICP is pumping. There's like 3 crypto projects that are pumping today. ICP is one of them. Yeah, ICP dash DCR. These 3. These are the 3 that are pumping. What's your question about it? I can't even read your name. I haven't, because I'm writing. What right? Yeah, it's pumping. Price target for ICP. I have no idea. To be honest. I don't pay attention to ICP. I don't focus on charts like this. I don't like charts like this. I think charts like this are terrible. Like, what is, like, this isn't, like, something must have happened that was good, but like, number one, you have to realize anytime a crypto project does this, right, it's typically followed with a downtrend. Anytime a crypto does this, typically follows a downtrend, right? And when prices are pumping like this, it's not the time to buy. So unless you bought in right here already, when prices were, unless you bought in right here before the pump, you shouldn't worry about this, right? So, like, if I zoom out, like, I don't, like, what is this? Like, what? Like, this isn't, yeah, I don't think this is the best place to allocate your funds. You can do whatever you want. If you like it, buy it. But personally, no. Like, when you zoom out, like, this is like, what in the world? And even when okay, let's try to, like, that's, I try to be a little bit more positive. The highest I see it going is right here before it gets rejected. That's what I expect. Let's say it does positive, it'll go. And hopefully we see it run up. But this is a classic dead cat bounce. It's a classic dead cat bounce. So it goes like this. It goes like that. So so I'll let you guys know something about me. Because I see you asking about some of these older crypto projects, like ICP. Like, ICP, like, was good in like 2020, 2021. People were talking about it. 2020 back in the days, right? Um, Fed was really well earlier on this bull run, like early like 20 2023. It was doing really well. Uh, right, like back in those days, it was doing really well, right? And now though, it's like right, it's not really doing that well. And this is the one thing I tell people, because like this crypto hasn't done well lately. Like it's not, don't get attached to a crypto project, right? And I say this rule again and again is don't get attached to a crypto project, just get attached to the money. So what I mean by that is we are in crypto to make money. We're not in crypto because we like particular crypto projects, right? There's a lot of these crypto projects that are going to die down and they're not going to do really well. That's why 99% of all cryptos will pump. Yeah, they pump, they make money, and then they pump, they make money, and then the next bull run comes, and then it's like what happened? And then the next bull run comes, and it's like, okay. So typically their first bull run is when they perform their best. The second bull run is like no one's talking about it, right? Because you have to realize what crypto is, right? Crypto is tech. It's our startup company. Uh, it's typically like small companies trying to blow up. So the fail rate is really high. So that's why once a crypto kind of like dies down, right? Especially in the bull market. Like, bro, if you're dying down in the bull market, like what's gonna happen to you in the bear market? Jeez. If you're struggling in the bull market, what's gonna happen to you in the bear market? So yeah. I'm super bullish on Solana. I think Solana is gonna do really well. I think Solana is going to do really well. Because Solana is one of those, number one, Solana hit an all time high its first bull market, right? And Solana hit an all time high this bull market. So two bull market, right? Hit all time high, survive the bear market, right? So that's the real test. Can it survive the bear market and hit a new all time high? Solana did that. Solana was able to do that, right? Like Solana was able to come out, shout out to Sol, made me a buttload of money, skyrocket, hit new all-time high, came back down, bear market, came back, hit a brand new all-time high, and now it has its ETF. Solana's ETF did 70 million when it first launched, right? The Sol ETF did 70 mil. There's so many different proposals now for a Sol ETF. So I think Sol is one of those where it's proven itself. Right? It's a contender. If you can hit all-time high, survive a bear market, come back and hit another all-time high, you're in an elite group. There's only like 4 or 5 different cryptos that do that, right? Uh, um, well, that's stocks, right? If you're talking IPO, you're talking stocks. So I think it'll do well in that sense. But if you want to talk futuristic, right? Like talking about real crypto opportunities, I think the next huge opportunity isn't MetaMask. I think the next really huge opportunity in crypto is going to be is Base. I think Base is the next real huge opportunity in crypto, right? And the reason why I say I think Base is the next huge opportunity in crypto is if you look at right, if you look at the top performing cryptos, right? You have Ethereum, right? Highest LTV. Ethereum has its own token, which is ETH. You have Solana. Solana has their own token. It's called Sol. You have Binance Smart Chain. Binance has its own token called BNB. You have Bitcoin. Bitcoin has its own token called BTC. You have Tron. Tron has its own token called Tron. Base. Base does not have its own token. One, two, three, four, five, six. You're in the top six and you don't even have your own token, right? Like what? So if you're talking about big opportunities, because you said you don't want to talk about historical performance, I think the next biggest opportunity is going to be Base when Base drops a token. I think that's the next biggest, and everything else comes second. Why? Because Base is thinking backed up by Coinbase, right? Coinbase, the largest crypto exchange in America, one of the largest exchanges in the world, right? A lot of people create crypto projects hoping to make money, right? They have companies, they're like, oh, let me make it a crypto token, hoping to make money. Coinbase was already a multi-billion-dollar company, right? They're already crushing it, right? And now they're like, hey, let's create a token. Like, what the heck, bro? Base is already crushing it, right? So it's like, I think that's the next big opportunity. No, the base token, the base token, the base token by Coinbase themselves when they launch it, when they bring it out. I know there's like a different type of base, but I'm talking about the official one from Jesse, the engineer, like the guy who actually engineered Base, who engineered Coinbase, was Brian Armstrong when they officially launched it. I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna come out. Right now, they said maybe it's gonna come out, and I'm like, it's not gonna be a maybe. It's definitely gonna come out. You know, they haven't dropped the date yet. They haven't said on this date, on January 1st. I don't know. But when it does in the community, we're definitely gonna scoop that up ASAP. Uh, yeah, neither does Meta. You're right. But Base has been crushing it though, right? Like if you look at top TVL, like Base is number 6, right? $4.8 billion in TVL, right? Like it's gonna make moves. Base is gonna do really well. When MetaMask IPO, yeah, get in on it. You buy the stock. Buy the stock. If you think it's gonna do well, like buy the stock, make your money from it. Okay, you just put me on game. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome, man. My goal here is just to share gems to help everyone get their crypto wallet big, fat, and juicy. There's no reason why we shouldn't all win in crypto. Everyone should win. So regardless if you're on your journey making your first 10K, you're trying to make that first 50K, everyone can do it. Or make that first million. I don't know. Whatever your goal is, just know everyone can do it. You can achieve your goals. If you want to continue to learn from me, just check the link in the bio, you guys, where I'm having the free crypto class where I share key crypto strategy that allows me to crush it. Right? Boom. I know I see you guys sending me DMs right now as we speak. I cannot answer the DMs because I'm live streaming. But like as you guys are like sending me TikTok DMs. So everyone who's sending me those DMs, teach me. You guys just click the link in the bio right here. Boom. Click the link in the bio. You click open right here. How everyday people are earning 6 figures in crypto without quitting their job using these 3 cryptos. These 3 simple, these 3 simple secrets. In 2 days, I'll be having that crypto class, right? So for everyone who sends me DM, because every time we end the live stream, I always have like 4 or 5 DM being, please teach me, please teach me, please teach me, help me, help me. Click the link in the bio. Just sign up here if you have an email address. We'll have the class. The class won't be here. It'll be on Zoom. I do think that, right? I agree with that. I definitely think everything's gonna get tokenized. It already started. Western Union even there was Western Union even Western Union did something with tokenization, but I don't. Okay, here it is. Yeah. Western Union to launch stablecoin on Solana. What? What? Right? I remember reading this article. This was like a few days ago. I think it was like 5-6 days ago whenever I read it. October 28th. Every morning, but I always wake up early. And so I'm exhausted because yesterday I went to bed a little bit late. I wake up early and I just read, try to stay on top of the gems. I spend hours reading, like, and just what's happening, analyzing, researching, right? So I noted this, right? And interesting, when I see, especially seeing there, low key, people aren't even thinking it in. There's crypto projects that are migrating from Ethereum and moving to Sol. That's a little something to note. That's just a little something like, interesting, right? Interesting. Now Sol has its ETF, right? So I'm interested to see if the Sol ETF will outperform the Solana ETF. That's what I want to see. Now, its launch date, the Solana ETF's launch date didn't. Let's see if we can find it. How much money did Solana ETF do on its launch date? Let's see if the AI answers me. Okay, here it is. Bitwise Solana ETF recorded, just under 70 million. Remember I said that? 6.9 million. Now, technically, that's not better than the Ethereum ETF when it launched, right? It launched October 28. Yeah, we know that. Debut outperformed newly launched crypto ETF. Its figures responsive primarily measured to investors' demand on the first day. The fund's total assets, blah blah blah, millions. Source also traditional value for 5 million this first day. All right, so it did. Here's the thing: it did 70 mil. Let's just round this bad boy up to 70. But Ethereum did better, and Solana did better, right? Because I remember when I think we had a meeting, my private community, we were talking about this the day that it launched, and we're looking at numbers in comparison to some of the other ETFs, and it did good, but nothing special. But I'm very interested to see how it continues to do, because I know the Solana team, they're very they're a very persistent team. Like, they always find a way to do something to just be relevant and just, hey, watch me do this. Like, when Solana shows up, like, it puts on a show. Right? It's like Luka. You know Luka on the Lakers? Like, like, Luka's gonna put on a show. Even if the Lakers are gonna lose that day, Luka's gonna put on a show. He'll still drop like 40 points and 10 assists. Like, he'll still do something crazy. Right? Like, he'll still put on a show. I think Trump will sink the U.S. Into crypto and cash it out to dissolve the. I have no idea, right? That's a good point. I have no idea. I have no idea he's going to do that. He talked about that. I don't know how the market would react to that. And first of all, who's going to buy all of that? Like, here's the thing with selling crypto is, there was one time I bought, thank you so much for the cat, Nathan. I appreciate that. There was a time when I bought a crypto. I bought a fairly large amount, and now I went to go sell. Now, when I say large amount, it wasn't the millions, but it was like a healthy amount. Like, I bought a healthy amount, right? And I went to go sell the crypto, and when I went to go sell it, and it didn't sell right away. Oh, by the way, I'll just tell you guys the crypto. It was ADA, right? Like, I bought a good amount, and I went to go sell, and it didn't sell right away. And I was thinking, I'm like, and it was a market order, but because of the amount that I had, it like split it up into like 4 or 5. And I went to go sell all of it, right? It like sold, ding, and I had to wait a little bit. I'm like, this is weird. And then they sold the rest, and I had to wait. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then it sold. I'm like, what in the world is this, right? And that was me trading, like me. And I'm not a billionaire, right? Like, that was me, right? So now with the US, if they're going to sell billions of dollars of worth of Bitcoin, someone has to be on the receiving end to buy billions of dollars of worth that same time they're selling it. And I'll let you know, there's only a handful of people in the world that can do that. Handful. Either Binance is going to buy it, right? Argentina, right? They might be able to buy some. Some of the larger ETFs, BlackRock, right? They'll be able to buy some. So it's like, they can say that, like, oh yeah, we're gonna sell it. And Trump can say that we're gonna sell and pay off their debt. Like that'd be cool, like wipe off the debt. But at the same time, like someone has to be there to buy it, or else they won't be able to sell it. And even when you do sell it, they have to sell it really strategically to not crash the market, because aggressive selling like that. So yeah, there's a lot that goes behind that. It's not just like us when you just buy like 100K and you go to sell 100K worth of crypto. No, it's like there's a lot more planning involved. There'll be a lot of moving pieces that are gonna have to help out with that. Um, it's pumping. Just mix it up in exchanges and pump will sell off. Yeah, but even exchanges, like there's only very few exchanges that have that kind of power, bro. Like there's only Binance. Like Binance, there's Binance. There's who else would you put up there? Coinbase. Who would you put as number three? Like that's really it. And then you have to get and then you have to get Wall Street involved, right? Like why did the thing not work? Sell 15% off. Sell 15% off. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's crazy, bro. You're gonna sell Bitcoin 15% off? That's crazy. I'll take that. That's crazy. So what narrative for the base token? DeFi, privacy, or AI? Well, Base is a layer two crypto project that's built on Ethereum, right? And it's kind of like Base is a wallet. So it's the Base wallet where people can build their cryptos on Base. Yeah, I remember that. The yen pretty much depegging, right? Like it's crazy. I remember that, so it's insane. That actually was one of the most. That was a crypto crash, right? Back in it wasn't even that long ago. When did the yen depeg? When um what's it called? It was the yen. It depegged, and it caused crypto to do a crazy crash. But yeah, we talking about the U.S. They'll just do it. I, I'm a little bit confused. You guys, I don't know if anyone had any other questions, but woo. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I know the US is holding a lot of Bitcoin. I don't copy trade. I don't copy other people's trades. I don't copy other people's trades, bro. There's a lot of platforms that do copy trading, but I don't do that. I just don't trust other people on the internet that I don't know. Like for me to go on a website and they show a name, oh, well, Mr. Shining Bright Star, copy all his trades. Like who's Shining Bright Star? Like I don't know this person. Oh, copy their trades, and it's like, no. I've done that when I was brand new to crypto. I tried copying people's trades and it never worked out. That's why I paid the amount of money I did to learn how to do this for myself. Right? And that's what I recommend for everybody. I think if you're learning from someone, it's good. Like, see what they buy, why they buy it. Let them explain to you why they're buying, why they're selling, and then learn how to do it, right? They buy, you understand why they're doing it. So you understand why you're buying, like why you're copying them. Aside from that, um, yeah, I'm not a strong believer of just copying someone straight blindly. Even for me, everyone in my community, like I explain why I'm taking this buy. That's why a lot of Discord communities, I don't like them because like they typically don't really explain, like they don't teach you, right? They'll be like, hey, I'm buying this crypto, and everyone buys. All right, crypto's gone up, I sell, and then like you make money on one crypto, but the next three or four or five you lose money. That's why I'm a huge advocate of my. I explain to people, hey, look, there's a clear level of support, so I'm buying here because every time the crypto hits here, prices run up. Let me teach you guys what support is. Let me teach you what resistance is. Like, let me teach you so you understand so that if I'm here, you know why I'm buying because you guys see me buying. And if I'm not here, I'm not around, you still understand. You learn this skill for yourself to be self sufficient. That for the rest of your life, you're not relying on another person to tell you when to buy and sell because that person probably not going to be there for the rest of your entire life. So that's my mentality. You're definitely going to have a decent nap today. uh, Ray. Ray, bro, you're too raw, bro. Be nice, man. You don't got to say it like that, bro. Like everyone has to start somewhere, bro. So that's why, like, I think that's the only. And you guys, I've tried copy trading when I was brand new. So I had a friend, he made really good money. Like, he made really good money, right? And when I say good money, like, I worked on my fancy corporate job and I was making great money. But like, he was a millionaire. Like, he was a millionaire. Uh, and then I remember when I saw his account, I'm like, what the heck? How do you have over $1 million in your account? Like I was mind blown because I've never seen someone with like $1 million. Like it's one thing when you see it on social media and all that, but it's completely different when you see it in real life. So I saw how much money he had. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, oh my god, bro, this is crazy. And I asked him, right? I'm like, yo, bro, like Michael, like, can I copy your trades? And he's like, it won't work. I'm like, bro, what do you mean it won't work? Like, I see you making money. Let me copy your trades. And he's like, it won't work. I'm like, please. He's like, sure. He's like, if you want, sure, but it won't work. And then this is what I learned. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys. This is exactly why copy trading doesn't really work. I'm gonna explain it to you guys so everyone knows. Okay. So that's what we want, right? You see this guy, he has millions of dollars, and you want to copy his trades. Okay. I was starting off with a little bit of money, $1,000. He had he had over a mil, not just like a mil fly. He had over a mil. He would buy, right? He would have like a minimum buy where he'll put in like 11K. He's like, oh, I want to see the way this moves. He'll put in like 11K. To me, 11K, I'm like, wow, he's putting in 11K. I'm a little kid. I'm like 20 years old. I have like $1,000. He puts in 11K. I put in all my $1,000. So now what happens? His 11K goes down to 10K. My money goes down a little bit. His 11K goes down to 5K. My 1,000 goes to like $300. And he's like, oh, okay, guess it didn't work out. And he sells it right away. He doesn't care. Like, what's 11K when you have 1.3 mil, right? And me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I like lost all my money. I put in $1,000. I like lost all my money. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like panicking. I'm going crazy. I'm like, oh my God, oh, I lost everything, right? And that's why it didn't work. Because when he puts in pennies, crumbs, right? To me, that's so much. And I put in all that I have. So if you want to copy trade, it works. If you guys have the exact same amount of money, so they have a mil, you have a mil. They have 150K, you have 150K, right? And then number two, you need to have the same goals. If you're buying and you want to make a short trade, like I want to buy today and sell by tomorrow, and he's buying like, oh, I'm gonna leave it here for 2 months, like you'll be like, dang, I want to sell. He'll be like, no, I'm leaving it longer, right? Like it won't work, right? And then the third part is you need to have the same type of risk management. He can see it go down 50%. Can you see it go down 50% and still be okay? That's why I say if you want to crush it in crypto, yeah, copy trade with people if you want to do that. But number one, circumstances have to align. Like I just gave you guys some. There are more circumstances, but those are some of them. And then number two, ideally, you want them to explain to you and tell you why they're buying at this price, why they're selling at this price, so that in the future, when they're not around, guess what? You know why to buy, you know why to sell, you understand it, right? Like, I hope that makes sense. Like, I hope you guys can take that lesson and be like, oh, dang, like that actually makes sense, right? Under those circumstances, yeah. Uh, did I miss something in the chat, you guys? Thank you so much for sending me the fish or the airplane. Left brain. Thank you for what you just sent me. Is that your? Is your name Left Brain? Let me actually see unless I'm seeing it wrong. Left Brain. Is that or did I? Let me scroll up. Uh-huh. What? Why is your message gone? Huh? For some reason I can't see it here. All right, you guys. Any other crypto questions that you guys are dying for? That you're like, I have to know the answer. Let me know if you have any crypto questions that I need to know. Or you're like, dang, I need to know the answer. Show me. Show me. All right. There's no one else. No other crypto question that everyone is burning to know. All right, you guys. Just remember, like, everyone can win at crypto. There's no reason why you can't win at crypto, right? There's no reason why you can win at crypto and it doesn't take a long time. I know people that have been doing this for like 3 years that have like barely made any money, right? And I know other people, a lot of sauce for me. What? I hope you profit good, GV. Yeah. I move been holding for years. It's worth it. That's and Pokemon. Uh yeah, I hope everyone crushes in crypto, but I just like I know some people that have been in crypto for a really long time and when I say long time, I mean like they've been in crypto for years and they've only made like I won't give a number, but they haven't made that much, right? Like, don't be that person where you're doing this for years and you're still struggling. Like, there's no reason. If you're that person, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, right? There's no reason to not be in crypto and not see yourself winning and doing extremely well, right? You should, you if you're gonna allocate your money in this industry, you should be hitting your milestone. Your first 1,000, your first 10K, your first 50K, and 100K. There's no everyone should be winning, right? Everyone should be. Left brain is my name. Thank you, left brain. I appreciate you, right? Like, there's no reason. If anyone doubts you, just remove them from your life. Everyone can crush in this industry, you guys. I got in, I did really well, and I won. So you guys can win it too. If you want to learn from me, if you're on YouTube, the link is in the description. If if you're on YouTube, link is in the description. If you're on TikTok, just click right here. Link is right there. Boom, for the crypto class, right? Don't be one of these people who've been in crypto for 10 years and you've only made one or two, $3,000. Like, don't be one of those people, you guys. Don't, right? Even like I know some people were like, "Oh, I made 10K." Oh, that's good. Like, how long have you been in crypto? 5 years. What? 5 years and you made $10,000? That's $2,000 a year. If you look at Bitcoin itself, Bitcoin did a 8x this bull run. Bitcoin did 8x. That means 8x.